Hi everybody, and thanks for joining me. Today I'm checking out Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Looks interesting. It's a bit simpler than some of the other games I've been playing recently, but then let's have a look. What is this like? And I've actually played about almost an hour and a half of this before I finished doing this video, and so it's got a lot of good gameplay elements. It's very interesting that you have to actually try and, I guess, learn what is a battleship and how to build one effectively, because you don't really get too much in the way of help there. It's like, okay, here you go. If you click on the right button, and I'll point that out in a second, it will actually, okay, there's the button up there, right? So there's a idea button, like a flashing light bulb, up near the launch button to the left, right at the top in the middle of the screen. So middle top. So your main menu there. If you hit that ideas or that light bulb button, it will build you a ship. If you hit it again, it'll rebuild the ship. But there are a lot of different settings for your dreadnought, your vessel, how it handles the water, what guns it has, how fast it fires, and as I learnt later on, adding a crew is actually pretty useful because they'll actually fire the guns. That does sort of help as far as being able to actually hit the mark. You've got like working from the top down on the left hand side. You've got the ship design. You've got the displacement, which is basically how long it is, right? So the bigger the ship, longer the ship, the more you can actually fit on it. Speed, you can actually increase the engine capacity inside, the speed it actually has got. The range, which is basically its fuel tank, how far it can travel on a tank of fuel. Bulkheads. Now bulkheads are your internal structure, so that gets down to if you take on a flood, a leak, if you've got more bulkheads, they can be sealed faster, or it's more effective against flooding and giving sort of internal structure support. You've got the beam and the draft. So the beam is your width of the ship. Draft is height, right? Because as I said, we've got displacement, which is length, right? And that gives you the 3 dimensions of the size of your ship. Then we get to crew, and you've got sort of training cadets through to veterans. Obviously, veterans give you better stats as far as being able to actually shoot faster, reload faster, a bit more accurate, etc., and so forth. And then the quarters, I believe that plays a part on how well the crew does. Gives a little bit extra bonus to them. Down along the bottom, we've got the hull. Don't worry, the components. Components I didn't really get into because that unlocks as you play the game, and even an hour and a half of gameplay, it's still barely scratching the surface with this game. So with this, so you got the hull down the bottom. You need a tower, a main tower, at the front of the vessel, perhaps before you get to the smokestacks, the funnels, for a very good reason, because that's what takes into account the site here. So I've made a mistake there, a secondary arm. I thought, I'll put it there. That's actually not the right thing to put there, but that's all right. I'll work that out later on. Different guns, different items are available to you. Basically, the restriction there is money. So you've got to fiddle with the size of your vessel, how much armament it has, what crew's on board, what guns you have, how fast and how far they fire. So you might have like the biggest main guns, which is what I went for. Secondary biggest main guns, which was actually a good idea. I didn't know that, but it was a good idea. I thought they looked cool, but they actually have a faster fire rate than the biggest main guns. So that's something to consider, right? So you've got that, but then also with this dreadnought style, the guns are facing the bow and the stern, or in English it's the front of the vessel, or your dreadnought, your ship, and the back, right? Which is important. So if you're chasing a down another vessel or a target, then you can be behind them and still be shooting them with the front gun, for instance. Of course, there are other guns, but some guns only shoot out to the side. They don't actually shoot out to the front, which is, like, I guess, old school. Sort of reminds me of the old school cannon sort of ships that they used to sail around on back in the day, like Spanish galleons and stuff like that. That's that sort of style. So again, lots to it. Then there's secondary guns. Sometimes secondary guns can go on top of primary guns, but I hadn't actually worked that out yet. Then you've got these other guns that poke out the sides. They've got a little bit less of a turning arc, and obviously not as powerful as the big guns, but they certainly do damage. And they give you some more firepower as you're fighting. All right, so as you build it, you get there, and then if you're under cost, so at the moment I'm still under cost, I can launch the vehicle, got the green tick. If I go over cost, there'll be a reason why. Anything is red, it's basically highlighting, saying, oh, this is not so good for you, right? So it's saying that this ship is going to be a bit slow. Don't really didn't really increase the engine speed to counter for the weight of the vessel. So she's going to be a bit slow in the water, but she's got a lot of firepower. Fortunately, or unfortunately, I didn't know about the crew at this time. So I've got 0 cadets. So this is actually going to affect the performance of this vessel. And later on I'll actually figure out that's what it is. When you get to actually the battle, this becomes pretty important. So add a few bits and pieces. Once that's done, then we get into the actual game itself. Here we are with our first mission. So mission's pretty simple. That's a vessel that is basically being placed on top of a reef or something, but it's anchored, it's not moving, and it's not going to fire back at us. So for us, it's a matter of like, okay, can we sink this within a certain amount of time? Up the top, we've got controls, which actually have the counter pointing down. At the moment we're at 1 time speed. Later on, 3 times speed, before speed up the whole process and ship movement. But there's a lot to this game. You can see as I'm trying to turn, the actual vessel itself is in a counter turn motion, which is absolutely accurate. Which is the other thing about this game. It's the accuracy is there. So the different damage types. So if you fire a gun, it's great, good, boom, boom, boom. You hit the enemy, and all right, did it penetrate the armor? Well, in a lot of cases, I see the shot hitting the armor plate, and then the actual round flying off into the air. because it hasn't penetrated the armour, it's actually been deflected, and that shows that's pretty cool. And then other times it will punch a hole into the actual ship, and now if the hole is low enough, the water starts seeping into the ship, and it starts to show flooding. If you've hit something, a bit of an essential item like a ammo pack or something like that, then you'll get a fire. Yeah, and then that'll be late. And you'll actually see on the right hand side, you've got the vehicle structure. So you actually select that vehicle, select your vehicle, and see how you want the vessel. So when you've got a fire raging in the front of the vessel, you can see that fire, the compartments it takes. Again, this gets down to the different internal components, how many chains you've got with them. So that shows up there. Also, when you select the enemy or yourself, it'll actually show, when you select the enemy, for instance, underneath the ship, the vessel, it'll show guns, their range, their ability, etc. Right, so you get some stats there. On the left-hand bottom side, you've got an ongoing report on how things are happening, like shots, whether something is sinking, what damage it took, what weapon caused the damage, etc. and so forth. So there's a lot to this game. And then you've got the control of the vessel, of course, and depending on how tight you're turning and what you're aiming at, and the distance you're at, also affects how well your weaponry is going to do. You can actually adjust speed, you can adjust turn rates, you can tell the gunners to fire at any time that they've actually reloaded, just keep firing, even if they haven't aimed at the shot. Or you can tell them to be a bit more sparing and sort of, conserve ammo, wait till they got a guaranteed shot and then take the shot rather than just bolt it out and waste ammo that way. So, these things sort of come and affect the game. I was talking about before, the smokestack's in the middle, and I've got a secondary tower. Well, the secondary tower, I get a report every now and again that the secondary tower is blinded by the smoke coming out of the stacks, which decreases its ability to this battle here. Alright, so I've slowed it down to a complete stop. Alright, I've got auto, which means it's going to alternate between the different, like arm piercing or flammatory, like incendiary ammo, normal ammo. You see like a red deck. A little bit there at the front of the vessel, you see, and there's water. So you got sort of the light and the water coming in, it's leaking, it's flooding in. Then above that you've got fire, all red, marked out. So there's a green spot, but not many green spots. There's only 2 green spots in this whole vessel. Alright, so this gives you an indication that then you've got your eye to it. And that looks, that's all on fire, all red, all very damaged. And you can see on the actual vessel itself, we've got a few scorch marks, a few holes, a few dents and dings. There's a hole, like, for instance, the exhaust or the actual funnel at the back there. You see it straight through, there's a hole. Right, that's because it's taking some damage. There we go, so the vessel, and there's a bit more of an indication above the vessel with the name, and then it sort of says what's happening at the moment. So it's currently under a bit of flooding, and it's taking some engine damage. Because I've got selected, it's telling me about the guns, lots of different guns, and I'd even say that that vessel is a lot better, a lot more well made than my vessel. So it's the same build. If it does, then I've done a really poor job. Oh, here we go. We've got some nice fire happening now, but it's at lower levels, so you'll watch as that fire burns in. Right, actually the water comes in. Yeah, cool, the water will put out the fire, but it also means that your boat is flooded. So, that's what's happening. Very nice. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, so crew, how the crew's going. There's also down the bottom right hand corner. As I said before, my mistake when I actually, first played this game, first mission, and it's something I haven't actually got any official crew. Basically, walking through. You can see on this boat that she's starting to sink. The back of the boat is sitting pretty low in the water, and she's leaning over towards the side now. So the water's getting, coming into that side where the actual holes are from my shots. Right, a bit more red. So we've got the funnel taking a hit. The main tower is taking a big hit. Flooding has increased. It's now moved in underneath that green bit at the front. If you look at the side indicator. Right, so let's get to that way. But the question is, will she sink in time? Because I don't have enough crew. Basically the skeleton crew. The same. Reloading the vessel is taking some time. So even though I've got these really nice guns, which is not going to help me sink this boat in time. So spoiler alert, do I get to actually sink this boat in time? I could make you watch it, but no, the answer is no. This is my first mission, first try, first boat, and this is where I work out I don't know what I'm doing. And I had to learn all these other bits and pieces that and plus at this point in time I'm still looking at we've got the speed at 1 time speed, so later on I'll actually jack that up to 3 times speed and try and actually execute this game a bit better. That's it. There's another mission after this one, so I'll try this mission a couple of times. If you continue watching this video, you'll see me actually complete this mission. Eventually I do get it, and move on to the next mission, which I've got a little small boat, I think called an Ironclad, which is a different vessel again, a different set of guns. The Ironclad guns that I get access to fire out the sides, which is really not handy if you're trying to follow a vessel, because you can't shoot at it while you're following the vessel. You have to go alongside, or you have to actually flip out, so you're side to side and shooting at it. And the vessel I'm taking on actually has very good guns on the side, so I tend to have a bit of trouble with that one as well. So there's a lot to this game. A lot of time. That's a nice hole. Just going straight in. So good penetration, but up high. There's a fire above it, but you can see how the actual vessel is taking the hit. So as I said, there's a lot to this game. A lot of detail has gone into the actual gameplay itself. If you look at the right hand side indicator, we've got fire on the deck, and it actually shows up on the indicator there. It's like the scorching, so it's red with flames. So that's cool, and she's leading over to the side a lot more. I think I'd almost get this one if I had a veteran crew, or at least some extra crew, like the skeleton staff. I would have had this with the ship. That would have been a good victory to start with, but can't quite sink it fast enough. We're 20 seconds left, 27, 26. It's just not going to be enough to get this vessel to sink. But look how close she is. She's almost under. Oh, she's tilting. She's tilting. Not quite. Another 30 seconds. I probably won't have that one. But anyway, you live and you'll learn. And I did. Alright, so I'll go back, retry this mission, and I'm thinking, I've made this vehicle wrong at this point, until I actually work out that I actually need crew. Yeah, please continue to watch if you want to continue to watch. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to subscribe to my channel, and see my up and coming videos as they come out. I usually try and do videos with good deals, not just like standard retail price, but something that comes out that is you know, well worth your time and effort to play, well worth adding to your gaming list, and something that's going to give you hours of entertainment for a minimal amount of money, or at least a decent amount of money. Decent as in gameplay versus price value. That's the only videos you'll see. You won't see me put out a video that's something that I don't enjoy playing myself, or something that I think is going to be a waste of your time. Alright, so if you watched the video through the end, that's great. At the moment, this game is not on special. At least I haven't found it on a special as yet. But I'll certainly keep an eye out, and when it does come on special, I'll do another video like this one, and tell you about the specials. And if you're onto it, then you'll be able to pick up this game for a good price. Alright, thanks for watching, and please continue if you want to. Bye for now. always check out the channel and look for my up and coming if you like this game when this one comes out on social, and I'll let you know the other specials and other games that are worth playing and worth your time. Alright, thanks for watching and bye for now.